Okay. The first time I met Dennis was when we had the News Exchange, the New Albany News Exchange, and at first he was delivering papers for us. And he was interested in sports, and he kind of expressed an interest in doing some sports writing for us. And we said, fine, we can't afford to pay you, but if you want to, please do. And he started submitting stories and submitted more and more and more, and it turned into full-time sports reporting for the News Exchange. And after about a year and a half, the Tupelo Journal bought the News Exchange from us, and so we worked in the same place and continued to run the News Exchange for another year or so until the Journal bought the New Albany Gazette. When they bought the New Albany Gazette, they decided to discontinue the News Exchange, so that staff, moved back to the Gazette. So that's how he ended up at the Gazette and I ended up back at the Gazette. And that was 18 years ago? I'm not sure. It's been a long, long time. So we've worked very closely since then. He's a great guy, got a wonderful family. Everybody loves him. He loves sports. He has friends everywhere from what he's done with his reporting, and he's done a great job, and obviously we're going to miss him very much. We have a lot of sports in Union County. We have 5 schools from one county, which is probably a little bit unusual, and he's done a good job of covering a lot of sports in all of those schools and all those counties.
It is. There's a lot to it.
She is so pretty on New Jersey.
State softball should not be where they are. So.
All right, just a little history about myself. I've been at this off and on since 2008 and kind of started slowly with it. Did a little bit of sports, dabbled along with advertising work that I did with what was in the New Albany News Exchange, working with Lynn West. And go ahead and say right now, I had the whole time I've been involved with this nearly, I've had Lynn as an editor, and he has been tremendous encouragement to me, a tremendous mentor, and he's taught me a lot about newspaper business and writing and just how to crank out a story when you need to, and just can't thank him enough for his guidance that he's always given me. And so in February of '09, I started as with the News Exchange more heavily. Was contract sales rep for them, and also covering a little bit of sports, not a whole lot. But then when we got to around probably when the school year started in 2011, we were trying to beef up our sports coverage, and so I started covering sports more, still selling the advertising for the paper, but cranking out a sports section or sports every paper that we ran. We didn't have a dedicated sports section then, but we changed our format to a broadsheet from a tab, and then that's when it allowed me the opportunity to really jump in head first with sports, because we were doing a broadsheet and we had a dedicated sports section. And so I really got into that heavily, and we did that through into 2013. 2014 we merged with the New Albany Gazette. Journal Incorporated bought them, so there was no need in having two competing newspapers, so we joined with them. And so Donica Pfeiffer and I covered the sports through 2017 together, and then she left in the fall of 2017, and I took over as sole sports editor and maintained that through 2026. So it's just been a lot of fun. I've enjoyed meeting the coaches, the athletes, administrators, teachers, the fans, the family. As my wife tells me, you know a lot of people that I have no idea who they are, but I just see them at the ball fields and gotten to know some of them really well, and they've all been a blessing to me, and it's just been a lot of fun. However, I do have a son that coaches at Amory. He's an Amory soccer coach, and I have a granddaughter that's a junior. And we've missed a lot of Amory soccer games, probably hundreds of his soccer games by me covering sports here. So we're looking forward to being able to go watch him coach and our granddaughter play. And we have 4 other grandchildren that are ages 10, 9, 8, and 4, and they're playing Park and Rec. We have one that plays TFC soccer. And so we get to go watch them play. I've had to miss a few of those games because of constraints. So, and just looking forward to having my own time. We'll still go. We got to go watch sports because all of our bunch plays. So we're looking forward to that. I think I'll miss most about not covering the sports would be the relationships that I've cultivated over the years, and just a special group of folks, and I'll have to get out and go to some games just so I can see my friends. So it means a lot to see some of the former athletes that I covered, and some of them that I'm covering now, and some of my coaches, and all come by today. So it was great to be with them and reminisce about some things, and some of my co-workers. But it's been a fun ride, and I don't have any regrets. I tried to cover sports as if I was covering my own kids, and try to write from that perspective, and hopefully I accomplished that. But like I said, it's been a lot of fun. So Union County is one of the best sports beats there is in the state of Mississippi, and I say that without hesitation. It's been a great one. So thoroughly enjoyed it.